Howdy folks, I'm Charlie, Chief Game Nut at Lefty Loosey Games, and today we're gonna play Omaaj. We're gonna start by opening up the box, taking out the rules set. We'll keep those handy for later. Today, Ezra is playing the Mesozoic Era deck. So we are going to take our energy cubes, our energy counters, remove our QR code card and set it aside. And we have played these decks before, so they're somewhat shuffled. The first time you play, you're going to want to make sure you shuffle that deck really well. And then we have these special learning play mats. So we were going to put our rules reference card and our icon key in easy view. Taking our cubes, setting them in reach, and yeah, shuffling up our decks. So the object of this game is to complete our turns, is to end our turn with all 6 of our Omaaj cards face up. And as we go through the game, we'll see more what that means. So we have determined that I will be going first. And since this is a 2-player game, I have a slightly truncated pre-step. Okay, here we go. Ready? Mm-hmm. Deal yourself 7 cards. All right, so at the beginning of every game, we do get a free mulligan if we wish. Me looking at this hand, I feel pretty good, and so I will not mulligan.
I will also keep my hand.
All right, fantastic. So let's begin. Here are our turn order steps. So first I have my pre-step, where I get to gain an energy. Normally I would draw a card, but because it's the first turn of the game in a 2-player game, I'm going to skip that part. And that puts me right into my main step. So for my main step, I can play action cards into the action zone, ability cards into the ability zone, or an Omaaj card into the Omaaj zone, but that will precede me to my end step. So I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm going to play my Black Dwarf. Its enter play effect is gain an energy. So I'll take a cube and put it into my energy zone. Then go ahead and play an Omaaj card. Now the Omaaj card tells me where in the Omaaj set this card lives. It's right there. So because I played an Omaaj card, I'll move from my main step to my end step, and I move my action cards to the discard pile and pass the turn.
At the beginning of my turn, I gain an energy and draw a card. Next, I go into my main step. During my main step, I will play an ability card with its interplay effect of drawing 1 card and its ability being opponent may play adjacent Omaaj cards, no diagonals.
There we go. So this card, Triassic Period, limits me, may only play adjacent Omaaj cards. So now this card is not available to me, and neither are these two. I need to play an orthogonally adjacent card.
Next, I will play a Pendred
Milneray, yeah.
And gain 1 energy.
Excellent.
Next, after that, I will play an Omaaj card, putting it in its corresponding section, and that brings me to my end step, where I bring this over.
On your end step, I'm going to play one of my specially marked end step cards. So I will pay 1 energy and play the Shoemaker Levy 9 card. This symbol allows me to look at the top 3 cards of my deck and put them back in any order, or put them on the bottom of my deck, top or bottom in any order. So I'll stack it that way, and then I get to move to my turn. So I gain an energy, I draw a card. Well, that's a card I just put there. This went away before the end of the last turn. Then I can play my 0 cost ability card, which is Galilean Moons. Its interplay effect is draw a card. And this says, when an opponent plays an Omaaj card, look at the top card of your deck. You may place it back or on top or discard it. Next, I will pay 1 energy and play another ability card, the Solar Flare. So it also has a draw a card, enter play effect, and it says flip an opponent's ability card face down until either card leaves play. So this Solar Flare will target the Triassic period, turning that card over. And until either one of these cards leaves play, by Ezra either playing another one of these, me playing another one of these, or Ezra getting rid of that card is face down. It's still considered in play, but it has no effect on the game. All right, then I'm going to play an Omaaj card, and I will go to my end step and pass the turn.
Okay. Start of my turn, I gain 1 energy and draw a card. Next, I will play Triassic period.
Very good.
Enter play, I get to draw a card, and since only 1 ability card can be out at once, I will discard this one. And again, its ability is opponent may only play adjacent Omaaj cards, no diagonals. Next, I will pay 1 to play Parasaurolophus and gain 3 energy. Then I will pay 1 to play another ability card, Jurassic Period, with its enter play effect of drawing 1 card. Its ability is for 0. At any time, I can choose one. Draw a card, gain 2 energy, or flip an opponent's Omaaj card. Then put this card in the discard pile.
Let's be clear. You can activate this on your main step.
On your main step.
So
I will activate this right now and draw a card. And then it goes into the discard pile. Next, I will play an Omaaj card, bringing me into my end step, and pass.
Trigger. When an opponent plays an Omaaj card, I get to look at the top card of my deck. I can put that on top or discard it. I am not discarding that card. All right.
Okay.
So it's your end step.
Oh, yep. All my action cards go into my discard pile, and I pass the turn.
All right. I'll begin my turn in my pre-step, gaining 1 energy. Then I draw a card. Then I will go ahead and I will play an Omaaj card. Remember, the object of the game is to finish your turn with all 6 Omaaj cards out and face up. All right, so I played an Omaaj card, and that's my end step. I pass the turn.
Okay, I gain 1 energy and draw a card. Next, I will play an
Anchiornis.
an Anchiornis Huxley to gain 1 energy. Then I will pay 1 to play a Jurassic Period with when on my main step I can choose 1 to draw a card, gain 2 energy, or flip an opponent's Omaaj card, then put the card in the discard pile.
Don't forget to draw your card.
Oh yeah, thank you. I draw a card for its enter play effect, and then I will pay 1 to play Ankylosaurus and draw a card.
Classic.
Next, I will pay 2 to play Pterodon and tutor from my deck. When I tutor, I set my hand down and pick up my deck to pick 1 card out of it that I want. After that, I will shuffle and continue play.
Yeah, very good. You may also search your discard pile just in case you had a card discarded. But you certainly are going for a card in your deck this time. You've been looking through some cards. Your deck's getting thin already.
Next, I will play an Omaaj card, bringing me to my end step.
Trigger. I will keep that card on top.
Okay, I will put the action cards in my discard pile and pass the turn.
All right, at the beginning of my turn, I gain an energy. I get to draw that card. I will then pay, I don't need to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and go right to playing an Omaaj card.
Okay.
And end step, pass.
Okay. At the beginning of turn, I gain 1 energy and draw a card. Next, I will trigger Jurassic period.
You'll activate it.
Activate Jurassic period to draw a card.
Sure.
And then I will discard Jurassic period. Next, I will pay 1 energy to play Plesiosaurus to scry, where I look at the top 3 cards of my deck and can put them on the top or bottom in any order. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that's a Plesiosaurus.
Oh, Plesiosaurus.
Sure.
Then I will pay 1 to play Jurassic period with its interplay effect of drawing a card.
Nice.
Next, I will play an Omaaj card.
Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this into my discard pile. And then on your end step, I'm going to pay 1 for my Hailbop Comet, where I get to do the same. Much as I like that, I'm going to put all these on the bottom. All right?
Okay. The action cards go into the discard pile and pass the turn.
All right. At the beginning of my turn, I gain an energy and I draw a card. I will go ahead and play White Dwarf for 0 and gain an energy. Then I will pay 1 for Vesta, allows me to draw a card. Then I'll play Galilean Moons for 0. Its interplay effect allows me to draw a card. And then one of these has to be discarded, since you cannot have 2 of the same ability cost in play at once. Okay, then I can go ahead and play an Omaaj card and move to my end step. I'll discard my action cards and pass the turn.
Okay, at the beginning of my turn, I gain 1 energy and draw a card. I will play Epidex.
Oh, you picked a good one, huh? Epidextrix Huey.
Yeah, to gain 1 energy. Next, I will pay 2 to tutor for my deck with the Dimorphodon.
Nice. Again, Ezra gets to find any card in their deck or discard pile and put it in their hand.
Then shuffle.
Excellent.
It's probably fine. Yeah. Next, I will. I'm going to activate this to flip 1 of your Omaaj cards.
Okay. So that is flipped.
And this goes into my discard pile. Then I will play an Omaaj card putting me in my end step, where I take this stuff, where I take my action cards and put them in my discard pile.
Right. All right, so you're passing the
Pass the
turn.
turn.
Yep, I will get an energy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you play an homage card?
Yes, I did.
I missed a trigger. Trigger, I get to look at this card, and I get to put it in my discard pile. Then I gain an energy, and I draw a card, right? Is that fair?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Then I will pay 1 energy, play Palace to draw a card. Yeah, fascinating. Then I will pay 1 to play Solar Flare. I get to draw a card and discard 1 of these. Okay, then I'll pay 1 to play Antares and gain 3 energy. So now I have 4. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay 3 of my energy to play my Omaaj wild card in this spot right here. So that can take the place of any of my Omaaj set, and it does not end my turn when I play it. However, I have 1 face down Omaaj card still, and it costs me 2 energy on my main step to flip it face up. I only have 1, so I'm moving to my end step, discarding my action cards and passing the turn.
Okay, at the beginning of my turn, I gain 1 energy and draw a card. Then I will play Sinosauropteryx to gain another energy. Next, I will pay 3 to play Extinction Level Event.
Oh, okay.
And it says for each card discarded when this card is played, shuffle X Omaaj cards opponent has in play to their deck across any players. So I will discard all 3 cards in my hand.
Oh my. All right, that is an extinction level event. And I have to do 3 cards?
Yep.
All right.
And they have to be shuffled into your deck.
I'll choose this one, and this one. Since the Omaaj cards are considered, the face down cards are considered in play, they just don't have any bearing effect on the game, but it's still a face down Omaaj card, so I can target it. All right. Okay, that was an extinction level event for sure.
Then end step, I do not have anything else to play, so I will bring these 2 to my discard pile.
All right. Okay, I'll go to my turn. I gain an energy. I draw a card. Oh my. I think I should do it. I'm going to pay 2 energy to play my Exoplanets card. I get to draw a card from its enter play effect. And when a player ends their turn with 4, 5, or 6 energy, I get to draw a card. So we're far from that. And I have no Omaaj card to play, so I will pass the turn.
Okay, at the beginning of my turn, I gain 1 energy and draw a card.
You are in top deck mode.
Yep. I will pay 1 to play Camarasaurus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And gain 3 energy. After that, I will go into my end step, discard this, and pass the turn.
All right. I am gaining 1 energy, drawing a card for the beginning of my turn. I will play my Galilean Moons for free for 0 energy, and I get to draw a card. This goes to my discard right away. I can pay 1 energy for Alcyone Edatore and gain 3 energy. And I can pay 1 of those for Beetlejuice to gain 3 more energy. And now I am at 5. And I will go to my end step. I'll put these aside in the discard pile, and this will trigger Exoplanets. Since I'm ending my turn with 4, 5, or 6 energy, I get to draw a card. Okay, pass.
Okay. at the beginning of my turn, I gain 1 energy and draw a card. Next, I will pay 3 to play the wild card,
Oof.
bringing me into my end step.
So at this point, if I had a flip card, I could flip it, but I do not have a flip card. I've got 2 cards that don't interact with yours. You win the game. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing with me, and thank you for watching.